Hello, everybody. This is DN Molo. I am DN Molo. And today I'm going to be reacting to Picasso and Modern Art Museums by TheOdd1sOut. Now I might have some things to say about this as a bit of an artist myself. now, now wouldn't. Now not an expert on Picasso, but I do know a little bit about him. Because most of what I know it comes from this song by
Picasso was a child Picasso was a child prodigy, so they put him in a university.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not going to play the whole song here, but yeah, I'll just play a little bit here.
His dad was a professor at the very same school. He said, "I want my son in college." They said, "Hey, that's cool." He was Pablo Picasso, highly influential with some He's an asshole. Pablo, artistic Diablo. His entire come up was a total fiasco. Eventually Picasso went to hate his dad. He moved off to Paris, started chasing fads. He had sex with lots of women, then left them behind. Then he made a bunch of money through Gertrude Stein. He was Pablo Picasso, highly influential, but some say he's an asshole. Pablo, artistic Diablo. His entire come up was a total fiasco. Things were pretty cool until he made his bed, sleeping with the girlfriend of his very best friend. His friend pulled out a gun when they were out one night, and then right in front of everyone he took his own life. He was Pablo Picasso, highly influential, but some say.
So yeah, basically Pablo was a who's dick, a real joke face, douche.
My mornings are simple.
Hmm.
So I feel a bit obligated to talk about France. It was really fun, really. Okay, one thing.
Oh, this is about the time we went to France. Yeah, that's this video. Huh. Hmm. Not gonna be honest. I have so much mixed feelings about France. I feel like kind of peaked it during the Middle Ages or something. I don't know. I mean, honestly, although I will say one thing I do know for certain is that when my ancestors left France, that is when things started to go downhill. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, everything just after the French Revolution just has just been a descent into just absolute madness and just debauchery. Of course, no, before the French Revolution, things weren't really good. Yeah, though there was definitely a lot of problems with France. Yeah. And so I kind of say that France kind of peaked during the Middle Ages. Of course, then again, even then, there was still some problems with France, but I don't know. For the most part, France was, pretty nice, pretty decent. Mm-hmm. Hmm. But yeah, honestly, I think Quebec is better than France. Like if I had to choose between visiting Quebec and France, I think I'd visit Quebec.
Though every meal is like super important.
My French ancestors made the right choice, or should I say, my Quebecois ancestors made the choice, or is it French Canadians? I don't know. Like when do you call them Quebecois and when do you call them French Canadians? Like I mean, hmm. I guess Quebecois just refers to people who live in Quebec, or French Canadian, kind of refers to an ethnic identity. I think that's it. Hmm. Oh well, one thing certain is that Quebecois definitely sounds better than Quebeco.
In France, except for breakfast. Okay, one thing though, every meal is like super important in France, except for breakfast for some reason. For lunch and dinner, everyone sat down together as a family and talked. But for breakfast, they were just like, everyone sat down together as a family and talked.
Ah, you know, I I actually took a year of French in high school, and I was planning on taking a second year of French in high school, and I was planning on taking French 2 in high school. Unfortunately, not enough people signed up to take French 2 that year, so that they actually didn't have French 2 that year. So that means, even though I signed up to take a second year of French, I wasn't able to take a second year of French because apparently I was the only person who wanted to learn more French. Right, but I was just took it because you were required to take a year of a year of learning a language, a foreign language. Hmm. Which has definitely been many years since I've actually, spoken or really read much. I've like barely spoken or read French, so yeah, my French is pretty rusty. On top of me, only just on top of pretty much all my knowledge of the French language being relegated to a single year of high school. Yeah, from this yeah, this is just all just gibberish. I mean, parlez, monsieur, baguette, tour Eiffel. Like, okay, we got. Okay, I'm not completely certain about the first 2 words there, but uh, a baguette, so food, and then a tour of Eiffel, guess Eiffel Tower, and then the other one's just saying well, not even numbers, like undo trio. That's not that's not three in French. Three in French is trois. You gotta add an S. Quart. I mean, do you mean quart? A quart, and then ink. I believe. Okay, I mean it's spelled with a C in French. And then just 6, then sept, and wheat is not 8. Instead, it's okay. Let's see. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, six, sept. Okay, no, I think I'm. Okay, no. For the life of me, I can't remember what 8 in French is. I know that in German, 8 is acht. That I think I know my German numbers better than my French numbers. And then neuf and dix. Okay, well, 9 is definitely misspelled. Okay, there's supposed to be U there. Okay, I gotta look this up. Okay, 8 in French. Oh, wheat. Wheat. Oh, I see. So that's why you wrote wheat. 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 Right. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. Yeah, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix. Dix, 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 Dix. Yeah, something like that. I mean, like I've said, my French is definitely very, very rusty, and also, like I was just saying, good day, farewell, dog, cat. So yeah, anyway, that's what these people are saying. To answer James' little question here, what are these people saying?
Mocked. But for breakfast, they were just like, here's a croissant. Okay, let's go. I mean, breakfast is only the most important meal of their day. And I was going to make a joke about how they have an entire aisle of cheese in the grocery store, but I realized back home we have
Wisconsin.
an entire aisle for candy and ice cream.
Yeah, also we have like the entire state of Wisconsin, which is basically just cheese land. Like I mean, if you were to go to Wisconsin and you'll just see a ton of cheese. I mean, you believe me, as a person who's been through Wisconsin a few times, there's definitely cheese there. But then again, I guess I've never really stayed a day in Wisconsin. No, I'm more like just been in a car ride that just drives through Wisconsin. Just kind of just driving through Wisconsin for a few hours, and now we're in another state. And now we're yeah. But yeah. That being said, I've driven through Wisconsin a few times. As a person who lives in the same region that Wisconsin is in my entire life. I've lived around the area in which the state of Wisconsin exists my entire life. I know a bit about Wisconsin, not as much as a person who actually lives in Wisconsin, though. Hmm. And we are back. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to do a nice thing real quick. Then I had to make lunch, and then I had to do a bunch of other stuff. And then I was going to start recording soon. Right when I was about to start recording again, I got a tornado warning, so I had to go down to the basement and basically just wait 7 minutes. Then, of course, but then I really needed to make supper, make some dinner, and of course eat the dinner and all that, and so yeah. Anyway, let's see now. What were we talking about here? Is it Picasso Modern Art Museum? Huh. To be honest, for the most part, it seems like we've just been talking about the French.
Store, but I realized back home we have an entire aisle for candy and ice cream. So whatever. We went.
Yes, and is it before Wisconsin? Okay, we got a whole entire state dedicated to cheese.
Into the Louvre, which was like so amazing. They had really cool art by famous people. They had the famous statue with no arms. They had these really fancy rooms because apparently people used to live here and probably.
Oh, the Palace of wait, no, that wouldn't be the Palace of Versailles, but it's probably some noble person's house. I don't know. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. The Palace of Versailles is like several miles away from France. I mean, it's close by, but several miles. So yeah. Cause that's quite interesting.
The most famous painting in the world, the Mona Lisa. That
Overrated. Again, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Mona Lisa is just massively overrated.
room was super crowded. And right behind the Mona Lisa, there was this super tall painting that probably took 20 years to make. The picture frame was as wide as my body, but
Oh my god, that's incredible. Oh my god. Oh my god, let's just look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. What a beautiful painting. I wish I knew the name of this painting so I could just look it up whenever I want. Oh, wait. That's Jesus right there. Yeah. In the middle of the table. Huh. Neat. Hmm.
That probably took 20 years to make. The picture frame was as wide as my body. But were people crowded around this one taking pictures? No.
No, of course not, because they don't care about how cool, beautiful, impressive a piece of artwork is. They only care about, is it famous? And all that, I mean, at this point, the Mona Lisa is just famous for being famous. Honestly, I kind of just hate the Mona Lisa. I mean, it's not a bad painting. It's a very good painting. It's a very good painting, but man, I just can't really hate it because of how just famous it is. And I mean, it's just like, yeah, everybody's crowding around taking pictures of a painting everybody on that planet have seen. Where, and I know you got this big, beautiful, painting right behind you. Okay, like, I mean, at that point, they were just taking a picture so the Mona Lisa is that way they can just boast about it, okay, just that way they can go up to their friends and say, oh look, I was next to the Mona Lisa, that they that those are the most shallow, filthy, disgusting, wretched people on the face of the planet. Seriously, if you're gonna take a picture, take a picture of something worth taking a picture of. Okay, I mean, if I ever visit the Louvre, I am not going to take a picture of that filthy, wretched painting known as the Mona Lisa. Okay, screw the Mona Lisa. In fact, honestly, my favorite part of the film Glass Onion is when the Mona Lisa ends up getting burned to a crisp. It's like, yes, finally, the Mona Lisa is destroyed. I hate that painting. I hate the Mona Lisa. I just hate it. Yeah.
I don't even know what this one's called. The American school system has failed me yet again. And as someone who likes to draw, I thought it was really cool to look at the amazing color and details. Also, I took a bunch of pictures of butts. Look, this is the really famous no arm one. Look at her butt. So I had a good time, but
Thank you, James, for showing off your greater levels of maturity.
afterwards we went to the Picasso Museum, Modern Art Museum,
Ugh.
and this other one. I forgot its name. It was French.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too interested in going to any modern art museum. I mean, just like a classical art museum, something that has, good historic paintings. I mean, honestly, I quite like that. I definitely do love like Renaissance paintings as well as, paintings from other eras after the Renaissance and even some before the Renaissance as well. Also, of course, then again, I guess it's not to say I don't like any modern art. There's plenty of works of modern art I do like, and heck, I even like some surrealist art as well. But yeah.
And it's kind of weird going into these places as someone who likes to draw cartoons. Oh, I like the colors. They're pretty neat. And oh, putting the face on the side of the head. That's an interesting design. But I kind of have to draw the line somewhere, Picasso. I mean, just look at this.
What the heck is that? What? See, if it weren't for the censor marks, I probably would not have guessed that it was a painting of a nude woman reclining. This is just another level of distortion.
Why is it framed? Someone framed this. And Picasso was a good artist. Shoot, he's better than me. So why did they go with this stuff to hang up? Would you call this his best work?
No,
It's not just Picasso.
no. Honestly, I say it's kind of trash. I mean, and besides, isn't the whole point of of a nude painting supposed to be, it captures the human form? How is that capturing the human form? Okay, it's something like that. It isn't impressive because anybody can do that. Okay, not everybody can perfectly capture the human form, but anybody can do Picasso.
Look at the modern art museums. My favorite piece was the painting of a black ring. In fact, I loved it so much that I drew over it in my phone and probably spent more time and thought than the actual artist. I'm not saying the more real a painting looks, the more artsy it is. Wait, yes, I am. I mean, look at my drawings. No, seriously, look at them. Their heads are super round and they're so white they can't dance. If I entered an art contest against Leonardo da Vinci, he would win because his stuff took talent. It's not easy to draw something that looks exactly like it does in real life.
Yeah.
But cartoons? They're easy. They're so easy. And I know I'm leaving out paintings with color schemes and forms. Now, after seeing this, I've come up with something called the Keith Haring Principle to help people like me better understand modern art. In the late 70s, a man named Keith Haring drew graffiti in subway stations and had sort of a unique design. Whenever he started to draw graffiti, he never thought about what the finished product was going to be. He just drew whatever he felt like. He ended up making thousands of them, and people
Wow, that's quite beautiful.
product was going to be. He just drew whatever he felt like. He ended
Yeah, honestly, here even though it was just, basically idle doodling, you can tell that it definitely has some talent and all that with how, just straight the lines are and all that. And as you can tell that it is what it is, which is, a picture of a bunch of simplified, you know, uh, people all in a pile.
up making thousands of them, and people started to notice his unique characters. Soon he got more and more famous and popular. Now he's at the point where you can buy t-shirts and mugs of his drawings, and I think that's really cool. They're interesting designs, and I would wear them. Do they belong in a museum? No. Keith made thousands of these small, simple drawings. They're still art, but not art people should pay to see. They should pay to wear and drink out of it. And by the way, this stuff is in no way research, so I'm talking completely out of my butt right now. But I think Picasso and the circle painting should be on t-shirts, or kids' books, or even webcomics. So people would say, hey, I like your shirt. Thanks. I like the design and would never frame it and hang it up on my wall.
Well, that was quite nice. And I think I'm going to just end the video now. I guess. Okay, that right there is just funny. Yeah, honestly, I think the biggest problem with modern art museums is, the amount of pride and pretentiousness does not actually match the talent and effort of the art. that's the biggest problem. These people are way too pretentious for something that took zero effort. Okay, like if you're gonna be snobbish or something that's, worth it. Okay. Anyway, I guess have a good day and goodbye.